Good morning. On the second Sunday of Advent, the readings are Mark 1, 1-8 and Isaiah 40, 1-11. Comfort, O comfort my people, says your God. It is the opening of Isaiah chapter 40, and I always hear those words as they are sung in Handel's Messiah. The salvation story set to music in the 18th century. It is a message of good news in dark times, and even now in the present age we are in need of comfort. It is about the comfort that is to come through Jesus, whose birth is celebrated at Christmas. That is also the story that Advent is telling. The 4 Advent Sundays move from the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the prophets like Isaiah and others in the Old Testament, to John the Baptist, who is the herald of Jesus Christ, and finally to Mary, the God-bearer. In this sequence, we are literally approaching the birth of Christ from way back in history to the beginning of the New Testament and the revealing of God's Son. This second Advent Sunday, then, we have reached the stage of the prophets, with Isaiah announcing a new era when light is dawning. This time of year, when the days are getting shorter and shorter and the nights are longer, the rising of the sun is a welcome sight in the morning. We know that the night is over and that a new day is promised. It's a bit like that with the prophets and with the beginning of Mark's Gospel. The Gospel according to Mark has been described as moving swiftly from one event to the next. It plunges right in, no beating about the bush. It's like pulling a light switch in a dark room, or suddenly a curtain is drawn back upon the sun that's streaming in through the window. How different a room looks when the light comes in. In Mark chapter 1, then, we find a reference to John the Baptist, the herald of good tidings, as mentioned in Isaiah 40, proclaiming a new way of living in connection with God's purpose for us. There is the promise of a new way of life that offers true peace to all who respond, and it's all because God is stepping in by sending his Son. Comfort, O comfort my people, says God. We can think of examples when we give or receive comfort to family and friends in difficult situations. Sometimes there is a solution to a problem, but at other times we just need support to get through. I remember running home as a child with an injured knee to my mum, who would either dress the wound or kiss it better so that I could go out again to play. However, our human comfort can never go as deeply as God's comfort can. His comfort goes down to our deepest hurts and failures that are sometimes never seen by others, but always known to God. Therefore, he alone will be able to dress those wounds, and he does that by stepping into our humanity so that we can take part of his divinity. The present situation in some parts of the world struggling with war and armed conflict and the issues of climate change may make us feel rather helpless. Or even certain problems in our own lives or in our community may look like insurmountable hurdles. And we cannot say that we never do anything wrong either. Sometimes owning up to our own involvement in other people's hurt or even our own failings is the beginning of healing. God, in fact, invites us, calls us, and even pushes us to come running to him to be comforted. He will inspect and dress the wound and kiss it better in Jesus, so that we can move on. He will feed his flock like a shepherd. He will gather the lambs in his arms and carry them in his bosom, and gently lead the mother sheep. Comfort, O comfort my people, says our God. Let us hear his voice and find it. Amen.